Today, we're going to talk about addition of whole numbers. Every whole number can be added to another whole number. So let's take squares, for example. We have one square here, two squares here, and let's add two more squares to these two existing squares. 2 squares plus 2 squares. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 squares total. To make it easier to understand, you can think of it as grouping these 2 squares into groups of 2. And now you have 2 squares plus 2 squares is equal to 4 squares, simply put. If you watched my last video, you know that the number line is a very helpful tool in mathematics in order to understand how numbers can correspond or relate to each other. Let's say we start at 1 with our point here, and 1 would indicate 1 square. And let's add 3 squares to that. So 1, 2, 3. We have 3 squares here added to our 1, and that should equal, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should equal 4 squares. Again, just like the previous. In fact, I'm not even going to draw it out. We can just point arrow to this. It's the same value. We can also visualize it by thinking about moving our point by 3 ticks on the number line. 1, 2, 3. And our point now rests here, which is equal to 4. Now that you guys have a good idea of how squares can be used to represent numbers, let's just use the numbers themselves now. So, for example, 4 plus 3 would be equal to 7. The number on the right here, 7, is the sum. And this is important to know. So the sum of 4 and 3 is 7. Now let's figure out a more complex way of solving these equations. Let's say 43 plus 22. This looks pretty nice and neat. How do we solve this? Well, just solve top to bottom. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and 4 plus 2 is 6. And that would be your answer, 65. Now let's try a harder one. 326 plus 48. 6 plus 8 is 14, right? 2 plus 4 is 6, and 3 is 3. But wait, that doesn't look right. That looks like it would be too big because we're in the thousands now, and we're only adding approximately 300 plus like 50. So how would that equal that? Well, this is where carrying comes along. The term carrying is used when the two numbers you're adding is greater than 10. 6 plus 8 is greater than 10, so we'll have to carry. How do we do this? Well, 6 plus 8 is 14. And so let's put the 4 here. And the 1 doesn't go here, but instead we add it to the row to the left of it. So let's add down. 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7. And bringing the 3 down, and that would be your answer. Now, as you add bigger and bigger numbers, you'll have to utilize carrying more. Let's try this problem. 4,068 plus 385 plus 53. 8 plus 5 plus 3. That'd be 16. So you put the 6 here. And the 1 doesn't go here, but we add it to the second row. Now let's add down. 1 plus 6 plus 8 plus 5. That would be 20. And so you put the 0 there for 20. And the 2 doesn't go there, but we add it back up top to the row to the left of that row. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and 4 comes down as well. And that would be your answer, 4,506.